Back for season 2 of their show on Facebook Watch. It's Peace of Mind with Taraji. One time for Taraji P. Henson and Traci Jade. What up, Queens?
Woo! Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Taraji's already crying. I see her over there. You okay?
Yo, man, it's so amazing that there's so many new platforms for people to consume content on. And Facebook has been one of the biggest growing platforms for people to get the narrative out. And mental health, I feel like, is very important in 2021, considering just all the things we go through in this human experience, but also the things we've been dealing with for the last 24 months. What has been the biggest task for both of y'all to overcome, as far as in the mental health space?
Being normal and regular again, trying to get back out in the world.
Right.
you know, feel normal about it. I haven't reached that all the way yet.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, shake my hand, don't shake my hand. Hi, don't come too close. But hey, love, right. It's weird.
Right.
And checking in on what you might be dragging along with you from COVID back into the world. Like, what have I picked up? What has isolation done to me? Like Taraji was just describing. What new things have I discovered about myself that I'm going to have to add to my therapy list? So doing that kind of work, it's moving through that has been challenging, but worth it. You got to figure it out before you can fix it. What's happening.
I feel like when it comes to mental health, and especially with us, with like people of color, it seems as though we're not allowed, or as far as it goes, to be able to express certain things about that. And I feel like it's always been something around us that we kind of judged each other, and people judged us as well for getting therapy and things of that nature. So what do you think is the difference now when you have people speaking out like Naomi Osaka, like you two ladies? Do you feel like that is going to help us, or do you think in this situation it's just something that's been going on so long, it's kind of just a thing that's always going to be attached?
I see a shift already. I see people talking about it more openly, people coming to the forefront saying, hey, I'm taking time for themselves. Simone, like you mentioned, and Naomi, and Serena, for that matter, taking a pause when you need it, when you're like, it's too much, I can't breathe. So what I can't stand is them getting beat up for it.
Yes.
And that's where you learn to cope through your trauma, because if I say something, then I'm demonized, and enough of that, because we're human, and Black people aren't fairies. We aren't built to be strong. Who said that on our show? Buildings were built to be strong for us to lean on when we get tired, but humans, we are allowed to feel all the feels, and it's okay. And Black people are allowed to feel all the feels. It's okay. That's what we're supposed to. We have feelings.
Right.
Yeah. In your perspective lines of work, right? Have y'all ever been in a position where you're like, hey, this is too much for me, and needed to take that break? Was it allowed?
Good question. Once upon a time, it was the grind mentality, right? And then as I became a mature woman, I know that will kill you.
Yes.
So my favorite word is no. No, I'm sorry, I can't. And I don't know you an explanation. I just can't. You go deal with how you need, whatever the no means to you. That's on you. But that's not my problem. Right. I just know what I can't do right now in this moment.
Now, how would you do? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, taking care of yourself also helps you to create environments where others are being taken care of, especially those who work for you or who are on your team. You know what you've gone through, your battles. Create that safe space for other people. Give them the day off, make them go to bed at night. Stop calling and texting you with, the next meeting agenda or whatever. Because we're all in that grind. And sometimes our co-workers or folk we work for or with needs that little boost, that help. Because we don't even know when we're spinning. We have no idea.
So that's
like that.
It's ironic that you say that because recently Selena Johnson spoke out against the situation that's going on with R. Kelly. And what she was saying was she doesn't feel as though he needs to go to jail. She feels like he needs help because he's sick as far as mentally. Is that something that you ladies would agree with, or do you feel like you know right from wrong in certain situations?
Well,
I would comment on that myself because I think that, it's we don't know what's inside people's heads, right? We're not doctors, we're not clinicians. We can't say you should have done this or that as opposed to this. I don't know. But I would say that a lot of criminal activity does come from having mental health challenges. And that stems from back when we're youngins. ADHD, our babies are going to jail for that. They're getting locked up at 8 years old for that, and that continues. So I think the help is needed without, sort of saying that it should have been this or that. I know what it should be, period, for all of us. And it's our babies get these tools at a young enough age so that when they do grow and have challenges, they know what to do with that, So that was
very
I
valid
was
point
just gonna say most of the prison population are people with mental health issues. People are being demonized for having a drug addiction. That's not a crime. That's an addiction that needs a different care, not to be locked in a cage. Someone who's bipolar and acted out of a manic situation gets put in a cage. He's not being rehabilitated at all.
Yeah, and it really just sometimes people come out better criminals as opposed to getting the help that they need.
That's right.
Why institutionalized? Well, ladies, it's going down. The season 2 premiere of the show jumps off on October 11th. It's Monday. Peace of Mind on Facebook Watch. Can't wait to see what y'all unpack this season. Taraji, Traci, thank y'all so much for pulling up and continue to fight the good fight because I know it's not always the easiest thing to do.
No, it's not. But I care about us too much. So
and it shows. It shows so much. How do y'all get a peace of mind real quick before we let you go?
My sofa. I just named him Larry last night.
Is Larry a love seat or is it like a food?
Larry is a big old sectional, but when you lay down, he just hugs you. Like a
Larry.
A heterosectional.
Larry the lover.
But look,
what about
she's
you?
The worst lover because she falls right to sleep on him.
She
ain't getting past first base.
What you supposed to do with Larry?
For me, I meditate. That's what I do. I meditate and I take walks every single day. As long as God gave me the ability to get on my feet and walk, even if I was in a wheelchair, no matter what, I'm getting outside and I'm going to be grateful for seeing just another moment, which a lot of us have not been afforded during this time. So,
right.
Well, namaste to you both, man. We'll see you October 11th on Facebook Watch, and keep doing the good work, yo.
We are the Morning Hustle.